Hi, everyone. Here we are, and we're done. Okay, I'm just kidding. Obviously not. Is everything working? Yes, it's working. I can hear myself. Go away! There we go. We're all good. We're all calm. Now goes the ping for everyone. That's not right. Everyone. We are live. Woo. Right. Hello. I am going to hit new design there. The thumbnail is the Lanchester 6x4, if you hadn't guessed. I have a cup of tea. It's quite a pleasant cup of tea, actually. It's very mellow. Now live on your channel. Building an armoured car thing in Sprocket. Really? 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 Am I live? I didn't know. Thank you, YouTube, for that notification. That was really important. Okay. Hello, everyone. All three people who still watch my channel after I disappeared for multiple 2-week periods in a row. We're going to be attempting to build something here, and I don't know how well I'm going to do. I'm just setting up my second monitor here to kind of make the most out of everything. Right, let us... Woo! Remember how to speak. Let us remember what I'm doing. What am I doing? Right, let's scale it. We're going to do the Lanchester 6x4 dimensions just to get an idea. So it is that wide pretty much, and it's, you know, height is kind of unimportant. We'll get a feeling for that as we go. Let's go freeform and pull these out. Get rid of that. Get rid of all of this malarkey. We're just going to go back to a really, really simple square. Idler, I don't really need an idler, to be entirely honest. What we can do is belt segment invisible. There you go. That is how we're going to do our wheels and tires. There you go. That already. There you go. Done. Armored car. Oh, hang on. I'll do the joke again. Hang on. It was funny the first time. You think of trying geometric internals. You think you're good at freeform? What's your thoughts? I cannot recommend doing geometric internals enough. I really do think it's better. I really think this builder is an improvement over the... Oh, wow. I've pressed space. Yeah, I really think it's an improvement. So I strongly recommend. Right, these. Can I do anything to hide these at all? I don't think I can. I think I just basically need to use them somewhere. I can turn off the rollers, obviously, and then our sprocket, we don't really have much of a choice for how it's going to work. Our track we can make narrower. That is fine. And we can shrink the diameter of these and the mount size to kind of hide them. But we do need them because otherwise it ain't going to work. So that's important. You can put an idler into the tire. Yeah, that's probably what I'm going to do. And the problem I'm going to run into here is I kind of want a front-engined truck. Kind of like one of the long nose trucks that you see, like the Zis trucks. But the problem there is that is they all pretty much use inline engines, not V engines. So we need to work around that a little bit to make that make sense. We're going to just move this up. I'm just doing the ugly bit. It's going to look really bad for a little while. Massive update coming to Ramshackle this weekend. Will I play it? I don't know if I'll have time to play Ramshackle like online this weekend, but I would like to play it a bit more. Okay, there we go. These wheels are teeny tiny. You see, I don't actually know how big the wheels on these things are. So we're going to go like this. Grouped per group 2. Offset 0. That's not the right one. Group spacing. That's what I want. Can I do more than that? Can I... Okay. How can I get a bigger gap in that? Do I have to file edit this? Hang on. Let's see what we can do. So, documents, my games, sprocket, factions, geo-internals, blueprints, vehicles. Where's Armored Carboy? There he is. Hamish, let me make that gap bigger. Please. Spacing is 109. Group spacing is 1000. I'm going to guess 1700. And then when we load it back up... Yeah. Not far off. We'll go with 1800. See what that looks like. That should be okay, I think. When will I and Hamish kiss? I've never spoken to Hamish. Probably because I offered to kiss him. It's not looking likely. You play Sprocket thanks to me. That's very nice. I like to hear these things. I believe it's a very good game, and I like to help where I can. And if that means getting people into it, then so be it. Those are about the width that you would kind of expect for this kind of a thing. There we go. How it will happen at Tankfest. Well, I will be there. So, there you go. I will be at Tankfest next year. So maybe. Can't rule it out. Obviously, I don't know if Hamish will be. And I don't expect Hamish to want to meet me. So, if that is not interesting to him, then it is his opinion and his decision whether he wants to or not. I'm not going to... I'm not forcing myself upon anyone. Because that's a bit weird. That is gonna be our drive chain. We need to make this engine smaller. We're gonna go for like... Should we go for 0.8 or something? And then... 8-cylinder or something. What was the Lanchester's engine? It was a 6-cylinder. It just says petrol. What? Yeah, but like what? 90 horsepower. This feels too powerful. So we'll go with that. That's all right. Stuck on the topic of making out with someone. Absolutely. Always. How is the Tonk? Not great so far, I can't lie. It's currently some wheels and a piece of metal, but there you go. That is pretty much how it starts with these armored cars. Let's put that, I don't know, roughly where the thing is going to be. Now, one thing that I want is a running board, so let's put that there. I think what I will do is I will have this, like, that wide, probably. And this is kind of our central part of the chassis. Speaking of games you got people into, have you heard anything new about Flyout? There are rumors in the Flyout community Discord of when updates are coming out and what's happening with that. I have confidence that something will happen sooner rather than later. It's just it's going to be a little while they sort out their new development team. I think it's only one guy confirmed at the moment, but there is someone else working on Flyout now. It's no longer just Stone. So there you go. Am I going to make an actual chassis? Probably not a realistic one, because I don't really know much about how cars are. So probably not to the level that you would really want. But I'll try my bestest. That said, we're going to do something like that. I think that can probably honestly come up a little bit. We need a bit more space in order to do that. Am I going to do an anti-air gun in the back? You'll see. You'll see. I have a plan. I want a full anti-tank gun on this thing. Probably like a 57 or something along those kind of scales to begin with. I don't want it to be the world's biggest gun, because obviously it's a truck, not a tank. So it doesn't really make sense for it to be a super powerful armament. Regardless, I probably should have done this a little bit earlier and added that angle, but here we are. I haven't done that is the problem, and now I have all kinds of problems with these bits. Oh, I'm so dim. I've done this all in the wrong order. This is not this is not fine art right here. This is a slapdash job so far. You're looking bad. You're looking bad. Why are you so bad? It's because, obviously, we've adjusted how that piece slots onto there. We're going to need to give it, because I'm not getting the maths for this perfect, we can give it a slight bit of smoothing, and that'll help. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit improvised. I want it to feel like it wasn't their first choice of what they would do if given the option. We're going to do a bit of separation here. Going to get rid of that middle bit just so I have a bit more freedom to do as I please. Okay, that is probably about where the engine should end, so our driver's going to be somewhere there. Type 2 AT gun. What is a Type 2 anti-tank gun? Type 2 anti-tank gun. The French 25? 40 millimeter? You mean the 2-pounder? The 2-pounder 40 mil? What key is the delete key? It's the delete key. It's the one, like literally just the delete key on your keyboard deletes things. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Done. That's our armored car. It looks a bit like a really old Formula 1 car. Dual 40 mils. I don't know how feasible dual cannons are, but we can have a play around with guns. It's going to be a little while until we get the guns on there. Just gotta get these positioned right. You are at 828. You are 939. For those of you who are not entirely sure what I'm doing here, here in this position thing, you get an exact millimeter. So you can see, as I jiggle this around, you can see that is the y-axis. So you can then copy that value, put it onto another node, and then on that axis, that point is going to go exactly there. So that's how you can be really, really precise with like flat lines and things, where you want to make sure that things are going in exactly where you want them to be. That's a very useful little piece of advice that I can give you here and now. What era is this supposed to be? Early World War II interwar era, not modern at all. That is not the intention. So don't expect like a good gun. I to be fair, I don't know why I'm in late. It should probably be in the correct era. I normally don't worry about era until we actually get to putting on like armor and considering the weight of the vehicle. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. And these kind of I'll need to decide whether I want this front bit done. Armor's going to be enough to stop like 50 cals, but really nothing more to write home about. So don't get your hopes up that it's going to be like a boarhound. This is really just going to be the bare minimum armor. So there you go. Has anyone made modern cars in this? Absolutely. Some people have. There are some people who have built pretty much anything you can imagine. There's people who've built jets. There's people who've built battleships. As a matter of fact, there was an April Fool's joke that I still get questioned about sometimes about this game having a warship mode, because we we worked together to make a little gag where we announced Sprocket ship design, and that's still one of my favorite things I've done on this channel, because it worked so well and so many people got convinced that it was actually happening. It's not happening. I'm sorry, everyone. That is... I like it when these running boards kind of do that, where they drape off from the back of these wheel arches. I think that's a really cool bit of old vehicle, you know? I don't know. It might be a bit fancy. I think that's the problem. Maybe, you know, it's easy enough to do later. What I'll do is I'll put it back for now. Let's get these connected. And put an edge connecting those there. Okay, there you go. Put a bit of smoothing on that. We don't really want too much smoothing, and that piece is still not all the way there, so that will do. And we'll get a bit of thickness on that. We'll go like 15 mil and invert. That is the front kind of running board thingy, I guess. I don't know if that's actually the name. It's just the word that I'm using. Hello, Peter. How do I get rid of the track? That is a file editing thing. It's you have to go into some settings and enable it, basically. It's in a Sprocket blog post from a long time ago. So I would love to... I'd love to get that for you, but right now I am live. So probably not for the best of the stream if I suddenly start trawling through update logs to find that for you right now. But I promise it's out there if you dig around. Apologies. Okay, now we need our kind of operator cabin bit. So we're going to bring a piece outwards. There we go. This is going to be where everyone sits. This is geometric internals, yeah. This is geometric internals. We're going to take that width, length. There we go. And just to make things easy for myself, I'm just going to separate all of those bits. And what I could do, actually, to make this a little bit more realistic is not think about it right now. Let's not worry about that. Let's do that. And we want to bring this up like... Whoa! What are you doing? What's that all about? You're mirrored. Mirrors on. Extend. Up. Okay. Why did you not do that before? Who knows? Who knows? It is a mystery to us all. We're going to duplicate. Nope. We're going to duplicate and bring that up. That is on our Z-axis. I really could remember what these axes are, but I just always jiggle them a little bit to find out. Type 2 anti-tank gun on the Chihi. Chihi. Oh, bother, it's rain. That's a very English comment. I don't know if you're English, but that is a very English way of describing the weather. Oh, bother, it's raining. I'm changing my mind, is what I'm doing now. And we're going to go for a completely separate structure here. This is because I am going to want to kind of do a little bit of clipping. And that doesn't really play ball when you have the same part, because it's going to adjust the connected parts as well. It's annoying that you can't go back more than 10 minutes. Yeah, YouTube streaming is not ideal at all points in time. It's not necessarily what I would have chosen as my first option, but it's kind of where everyone is. So, yeah, it is what it is, unfortunately. Let's make those torsion bars a little bit smaller and shrink that arm length. There we go. Blimey, governor. It's chucking it down out there. You can fill a bottle of water with that. Okay, fair. I take your point. There is a more British way of saying that. And bring the front of the cab down. Now, what we're going to want to do is extend this cab kind of a bit further back than is normal. There we go. Leafs would be good for this. I don't know if I got it in me to do a leaf spring suspension system today. Oh God, that is rough work. Those. I can't rule it out, but let's do that as well, and we're gonna fill that gap. And fill that gap, because those are going to be where the bed is. There is going to be a bed on this truck. I am just kind of ripping off the Lanchester here, but it's been a while since I designed one of these, so I just want to, you know? I just want to. I just fancy it. That is going to be how we do that. Let's go further up, like that, and bring this back, like so. That's looking like a truck. It really is looking like a truck. And what we're gonna want is somewhere on here. Probably even get this deleted. Or, yeah. No, not that one. No! Come back to me, truck. Please. Right, duplicate these, bring them down. We got 4 to 7. Filling. There we go. That is what we want. Let's just go hard as a hot rod. Hell yeah. People saying it looks a bit short. Maybe? Yeah. I think that's a bit better. Let's take this. We're going to need that to be a bit longer in order to fit what we want. That, there, this, like so. People are correctly predicting that there's going to be a turret on here. It's not hard to picture now, but people predicted it. I'll give you it. And we're gonna do our running board, I think, is the next thing I should do. You're just going to have to trust the process, everyone. You're just going to have to trust the process. It should work out. And if it doesn't, we can come back and we can change things. Not everything is final, so don't stress if you think something looks weird. I'm just doing a kind of quick first draft of the design. And we will try as we go to refine the bits that we're working on. We're going to bring that in. It's kind of also sometimes I find easy to write off your first idea when you first start building it, just because you're like, oh, this sucks, and then you just put a little bit on, and it comes out okay. It is going to be an armored car. Look at that. That's a perfectly reasonable Jacob size right there. Easy, perfect Jacob size. It's maybe a little bit snug in there, but they'll be all right. They'll be good. That's good. It is a truck, but it will. You'll see why I say armored car. You will. Don't worry. Don't stress. It's all under control. I'm sounding like a politician right now. Okay, there we go. And you can kind of come back like so. Let's get all of these faces. Make sure they're all 15 mil. Just a nice, reasonable bit. Politics? Come on. Come on. That's not politics. I think what we'll do, take this height here. No! What? What are you doing? 881. Okay, we'll just... Fine, I'll do it myself. And where's my bits gone? Where's my bits gone? You guys, when I don't upload for 2 months. That's a stupid joke. That is a really stupid joke. Right. There we go. and a bit of box action. There we go. Look at that. I have a few troops on the back and it's an IFV. Exactly. It's versatile. That's what it is. Then I think what we'll do as well is I'm going to need to do a bit of... I think it calls for a very British word. Jiggery-pokery. Which is a fantastic word. And I believe it really matches the vibe. Farewell that piece, I guess. This is a bit janky with the old geometrics. Huh? What have you done? What are you like? Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. I can do it. Yeah. Want you down a bit. Okay, there we go. That is looking okay, I think. Flip those around so that they are the right way. There we go. Hello, Tara. Hello. This is still more sensible to me than putting a Kityusha on a troop carrier. Nice. Yes, it's a very sensible design, and it will be very sensible, and you can't question me. I want to Greeble this, is what I want to do. But I think what I should do for now is focus on making it believable that these guys can see out of here. Will I ban you if you ping me in Discord? I wouldn't ban you. However, given I'm streaming, I'm probably not going to respond to it. Give it just a little bit of a smooth angle. There we go. What we can do is take this, unmirror it, shrink that, unmirror, shrink, put on mirror again. We want to take the uppy downy from here and put it on that. And then also we're going to need to adjust the forwardsy backwards, which I think is that one. Yep. So uppy downy should be that one. Forwardsy backwards is that one. And this side to side we need to flip. So that needs to be 50. You're at minus 353. You're at 353. That's fine. 656 is our other one. 656. And 656. Boom. Okay, there we go. What I've done is I've made it so that these windows will mirror properly now, and we can go ahead and use these as normal. And what I'm going to do, boom, take them out, get rid of them. And you see, this guy's the driver. So let's get him put into place somewhat and get him a steering wheel. Grasp the steering wheel, Jacob. Grasp him. Viewport missing. Brother, use your eyes, Jacob! Use your eyes! Your optimization, or rather lack thereof, hurts me. Hi, Terra. Shh. It looks quite bland. Oh, wait, calm down. We're working on it. We're good. We're good. Don't worry. It will improve. We need to get a window on the side as well. That's all kinds of skew if there. I want this to match. This to match. They do match. Are my eyes deceiving me? That feels awfully off kilter. But I guess if it says it's not, then we are A-okay after all. Let's make this a little thicker. In fact, we'll go 25 mil, I think. And one thing I think will help is if I go to tracks, we can kind of hide a bit of the side here with one of these. Probably about there. Maybe a thick border around the edge for reinforcements. Not sure I follow. I'm not sure I follow. I'm assuming that's for like the windows that you're talking about? I don't know. I do plan on adding how are the crew meant to get out? Don't worry about things like that. That's fine. You'll see. You'll see. That will be fine. Give it a unibrow. Does it not already have one? We're gonna do hatches. Hatches over the windows. And they will do wonders, I think, for making these windows look better without having glass. I can't see now, says Jacob. Stop whining, Jacob. Stop it. Stop whining. You don't need to see, Jacob. You'll be all right. There we go. I guess that counts as a hatch. We can do a bit more work with this, obviously. Which is to say... There we go. Bring that up. Hey, I don't hate that accidental... That wasn't on purpose. I don't hate that. We're going to keep that, I think. Put that piece like so. I think if I had a bit of smoothing, and then we do mark weld. Hello, Swift. Make the car wink and blink at its enemies. Yes, that is a good shout, to be fair. I think as I've done this... There you go. Now we can just flip those open, and that looks okay. I think this needs to go slightly shrunk and in, and kind of and then it kind of looks like that hatch goes into something rather than anything else. Yeah, there you go. And then the hatches, boom, they just close. There you go. That is an hatch. That is an hatch bits right there. Unfortunately, there is a slight downside in this of that they can just blast an AT gun or a machine gun clean through here. So what I should probably add is a vision port into this somewhere. So we'll do... If we shrink that down, widen that, delete that. Is that roughly on line with his eyes? Oh, wait, we've got a line! We've got a damn line for where his eyes are. What am I on about? Because Hamish is the goat. And he dropped the update. That looks sleepy. Sleepy armored car. He needs to go bed. Great. That's what we like to see. I feel a coughing fit coming on. Hang on. We're okay. Let's do a little bit of Greebling. It's Greeble time! Everyone's favourite time of day, other than human Tetris, of course, is Greeble time. And we are going to take a half split, put this piece there. Then we are going to, in order to save Terra's soul at least somewhat, take a cut there. And then you merge down there. Merge down there. Why are you doing this to me, Hamish? Hamish, you personally did this to me. That's not how I wanted that to split. It's actually fine. That's not too bad at all. And we're going to do something there-ish. I don't really know what this is. It's a bit. It's a Greeble. It's a Greeble to end all Greebles. It's just there, you know? Some kind of exhaust doodad. I don't know. And we're just going to add a bit of a smooth angle. And I think, actually, what this would look good to have on here is if I go extrude, shrink, extrude, shrink, extrude, shrink, extrude, shrink. Hear me out. Right. Duplicate. Delete. Duplicate. Delete. Duplicate. Delete. Duplicate. Delete. And then if we do something along the lines of this, maybe? I don't know. It's some venti bit. And it kind of looks like an armored thing. I think two's too many. I think just one side is probably the way to go with that. A little bit of asymmetry never goes awry. And bring that back into the cab. It's a bit inconsistent between these at the moment. I've managed to get that to... Oh dear. Okay. Whoops! Oh dear. Invalid posture, please add gunner sight to the right leg. Huh? Hello. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome. Okay. Let's go for take off mirror. What am I doing? What am I doing? Stop it. Stop it. There's definitely a better way to do this. But a thing. I don't really know what it would be used for, but there's a thing, and then we can just have more of those, I guess. One there. Rule of threes, I guess. You can mold edges together like points. Huh? Can you? Not what M? Is that a? I'm not aware of that. If that is a thing, it doesn't seem to be working for me right now. So, fair enough. Let us. How has that happened? How is my wheels like that? I don't know. I don't know how that's happened. I should add a radiator to the front. That was what I was going to do next. And then I got distracted because something has gone weird. Right. We need a radiator of some variety. This is some horrible geometry. What I will do is I'm going to merge all of these kind of off-center points to the side, and now we can have a slightly nicer bit of geometry, which... Let's extrude, I guess, and bring you down and forwards to make a square. That's that axis, isn't it? Yes, it is. My voice is definitely going right now, so I may need to run and grab a glass of water in a second. But that there. Why is there a little bit? I think because of it not being perfectly flat, there's a bit of inconsistency with the way that works. What about a hood mount radiator? How would that even... How would that do? Unless... I think what we'll do is... Let's take this and go in a bit, and then shrink that a bit and get rid of these edges there, just because that can be filled by just the thickness of the plate. And this whole thing, let's make slightly thicker, 15 mil. Press H, flattens the plates together. Oh. Damn. My life has just changed. Oh my god. Oh my god. This engine is pretty small, but bear in mind that this would normally be, in a truck like this, an inline engine. So, wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Okay, let me grab a drink of water. 1 second. 1 second. Get that big light off. Need vibes. You know, turn on my YouTube lamp. Look at that. My YouTube lamp. Here we are. Sorry, everyone. I've drunk too many coffees today, and now I have a very hoarse throat. Okay. Whoa! 5 gift memberships. That's crazy territory. We will do, I think, a bit of work on this side. Let's go change this. That goes flat there. And then instead of going to the ground, I think these kind of things tended to be a bit more... obviously the crew legs are there. But that's okay. It just doesn't quite look right at the moment is the problem. If we do something like... Oh. Turn off part repositioning. Do something a bit like that. Let's bring these outwards. Is this the way to Amarillo? We need to fix this bit of the truck. There we go. Right, let's do a little cheeky bit of remodeling. Remodel the place. That is kind of what I'm thinking. It's a bit janky. It's a bit janky, but what we'll do is then bring out that part, and that can just kind of look like it's the cab extension. And another supporter. Crazy. The engine is already, like, more powerful than I want it to be. That's the thing. I'm going for the power of the engine more than the appearance of the engine, because we can't get an inline engine, which is what this would have. So, in the absence of an inline engine as an option, we're just going for the power feel, rather than anything else that way coming. Let's get rid of this on this side. That shouldn't have got rid of it. That side, no, that's fine. I don't have that much control over the engine, I don't think. I mean, unless I turn the RPM down, but, like... Bleh. Bleh. Door. Let's put a door on this side. Problem is, I don't really... The sound of the engine's going to change. I know it sounds a bit weird. The sound of the engine is going to change if you drop the RPM too much. And that is not the vibe. Okay. That's the door shape. There you go. Flawless. Flawless door. Can I... That's not going to work right, is it? It feels so odd to have the door kind of squared off in a piece that isn't squared off. But hopefully by the end, this door will look good. Once again, trust the process. It's fine. It's fine. Your 1996 Ford Fiesta has a bigger... It absolutely does not. This is a 4.8 litre engine. I don't think your Ford Fiesta has a bigger engine than that. I'm sorry. No insult to your Ford Fiesta. I don't think they can fit a 4.8 litre engine in the Ford Fiesta's chassis. I was proven wrong. You know what? At least you own up to it. Great. Right. That is a rough door shape. I don't know. Guys, don't think about the door too much, please. Let's try and not overthink the door. It's a-okay. Oh, I didn't have mirror on like a fool. Oh, how much of a consequence is that having? Hopefully not too bad. I think it's just not split all the way across. Yeah, that's okay. We'll just do something along those lines. Look, none of my builds are perfect. The engine has like 106 horsepower at peak RPM right now. Right. Let's go do the same old trick that we've used elsewhere. Get rid of these so that they don't mess up our weld pattern things. Do that. Whoa. Goodness. Please, just these... Select the damn faces! It's not even that important of a piece. It's gonna be hidden by the door. My pressure washer has 500 horsepower. Goodness me. That is an insane pressure washer. Are you the guy from Power Wash Simulator? That is you. Good God, 500 horsepower pressure washer. What you washing, mate? Aircraft? Jesus. That's crazy. Also not true. Not in a million years. Stop. You guys, I will fill the hole. It's not like a Fiat Topolino. The hole will be filled with a door. Please. I feel like I'm designing a car and I put a transmission into it and it's like the clay model and they're just like, that transmission won't work. It's made of clay. I know. I'm working on it. So ridiculous. Tara, behave. How dare you? How dare you? That is a crude joke. This is a family-friendly stream, Tara. Goodness me. Let's do a bit of this. You know what, we'll just do 20, 25. There we go, that'll do. do. A little bit of... Whoa, that's not what I wanted at all. No! Jesus, no! Please, what are you doing? Vertical. Sure. Please, just play ball. Whatever you do. I don't care. No, that's not right either. What are you doing? In what universe? Goodness. My lawnmower is electric, guys. I'm a member of the future. I have elected to be part of this future revolution of electric vehicles, and therefore I have an electric lawnmower. Crazy. It's not in the hole, right? It's a few centimeters out. Make the door flush with the body. It's an armored door. It's an armored car door. Yes. Frankly, please. It's built in the 1940s. Doesn't have modern, fine working technology. Let me cook. But not like Breaking Bad style. Just normal style. I'm making a stromboli. Can I cheese this and just... That'll do. Shh. Don't like it. I don't like it. I don't know. It's just a door, isn't it? It's just a door. Where do I live? That's... I'm not giving you that. Tara, shh about splitting. That's how I play the game. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all about the final product. Whoa! Some monies. Crazy. Thank you, Iggy. I have taken it. I have indeed taken your money. And now I will run away. Whoop, woo. I took his lunch, mummy. That is a... Oh no, money. God. Wow. I really just said those words. Goodness me. We're sweating now. Oh dear. What's my opinion of walking fish if they were real? I feel like this is one of those thought experiments that really doesn't need to be given. Do I ever clean up my geometry? Sometimes. Guys, it's not even that bad. not that bad. I mean, that's not great. I'll give you that. But, like, it's not that bad. I can do this. That's doable, like, but... Bleh. It's not that bad. There are actually walking fish. You are correct. I have seen those. They're like, they walk on the ocean floor, but they do walk, you know? Guys, the walking fish situation is crazy. What? But no, stop. Why do you do this to me, game? That's all I wanted to do. Goodness gracious me. It's a box. Bro, it's a box. I don't know. Can I put another? I'd like a wheel in that gap, but it's just not big enough. So I don't know what to do with that gap because it feels very much like there should be something there. Definitely shouldn't be left open. But I don't know what to do with it. You know what? Let's do some kind of hitch thing. God. Just bracing myself to get flamed again. Flamed again for having terrible geometry. I don't even know. I don't even know what a hitch would look like, man. No, let's leave the hitch. Let's leave the hitch. It's fine. We don't need one of those right now. Let's put a door on the back. And there we go. Get rid of that. You know, why do that when I can just do that? And do that. And do that. And there. There you go. That will do. Yeah, I know there's a keybind to select all the faces on a plane. It's Control. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Well, I'm doing it, Coulson. We're good. I know my business. I do them one at a time sometimes when it doesn't play ball. Sometimes it's just not happy. What is going on here? This is not right at all. I think it's just these are all funked up. There we go. That's better. Now I can see that I've done a terrible job of making that equal around the edge. There we go. That's slightly better. Tara, I'll time you out. You're not invisible, French guy. There's a lot of chat going on. It's difficult. It's difficult. I got lots of people in here is the problem. And a lot of people messaging. Let's do... That's going to stop me from being able to mirror, but it does mean I can get the door... Ah! My lungs! What was that all about? Get the door in place. I think this one, honestly, should probably be a bit bigger on the outside than its bed. And then we're going to do a duplicate, bring that back slightly, and then that kind of almost sits in there. Almost. Hi, Cookie Zone. Hello. This was a Cookie Zone suggestion. But there you go. Why a door instead of a hatch? Bro, I don't know. Just cuz. Why the hell not? I'll do the hatch on a separate part. No! What have I done? It got rid of an edge. Get that in there. Get that in there. Put a hinge on this. I don't know. What's a hinge doing? You know? What's a hinge do for fun? Oh, definitely not that. That's not right. The hatch would make it more protected from drone attacks. Yeah. Yeah, like, yeah, I guess. Sure, yeah, it would. It would, you know? Why am I trying? Why am I even trying to argue with you guys? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the $10. That's very generous of you. Sorry, you catch me at a bad time. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Drone attacks, man. Oh dear, you guys, honestly, what is going on? I'm so tired. I come back from a long day of work, and I'm just getting bullied. That's all that's happening. Oh no, I've pressed extend rather than duplicate. Oh. I don't know, man. What's that? A hinge? Is that a hinge? It looks like a hinge. Inevitably, it's probably terrible and everyone hates it. But man, it looks like a hinge to me. That's a door, man. Oh. I'm glad you guys enjoy the channel. Even if Tara doesn't. Thanks for the €12. Sorry, even Terra. It'll never make up for your bullying my geometry. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's fine. It's so much better than it used to be. Look, right, okay, look. Let's find something. Yep. Yeah, it's actually not the most tragic in the world. There you go. That! Look at that! Look at what I did! Look at the actions that took me. I chose that as the finished product. That is it. That's where I finished. Now, shut your mouth before I do that again. That's gonna be. I'm gonna need to make sure that I cut that one out of the video. Inevitably, I won't. So look forward to that, guys. That's gonna be definitely in that video. Right. Let's make a box. Only 2 to 4 points can be filled at a time. Well, that's convenient because I want to fill 4 points. Where's the other points? Oh, it's that one. Why are you selected? Oh, God. Sorry, everyone. I'm struggling to breathe. We're fine. Don't worry about that. That's not serious. Breathing isn't important, is what my mother once told me. And I took that into heart. Right. Let us do another box. Have I tried inhaling and exhaling? I cast manual breathing. Thank you for the donation, Smithy boy. Sorry, I just cast manual breathing on you, but it's got to happen. You need to remember to breathe. So do I. Some people say that I should go to the doctors because I have asthmatic tendencies, and I tell them, you cannot tell me what to do. Unironically, that's what I've been telling them for days. It's fine, though. We're all good, and no one needs to refer me to a general practitioner. I will be okay. I'm too socially anxious to go talk to the doctors. They're scary. Anyway, if any GPs are watching this, book me in. Just send me a text. Send me a text saying that I've got an appointment and I'll show up. It's the phone call I can't do, guys. The 7 a.m. rush. It's not good. I'm a big boy, Patch. I can't do it. Thank you. Thank you for affirming what I already know. You're fully grown now. You can't do it. Oh my God. Oh, sorry about that. That really tickled me. Let's finish making these boxes. Ah! I accidentally deleted like half the truck, guys. That's bad. That's bad. Just make that thicker rather than using a box. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about using a full-fledged part because you don't have to. You don't have to do it properly. Those of us who insist on doing everything properly are sore little crybaby losers, Terra. Doing things properly is for the weak. Whereas this is for life. Get it? Boxes! This isn't fly out. You're not fly out! I've just noticed that this face is the other way up to all the other ones. And you know what? I don't hate it. That's fine. Sorry. I will. Yeah, I'll remove my concentration from the manual breathing spell. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot about that. You can return to traditional breathing now. But don't wrong me again. Little flappy bits. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Right. Let's go for... Coulson's going to kill me. I didn't use his little shortcut that I told him and showed him that I knew. Oh, God. That is one of the ways that it could have generated that of all time. Also, I want another... Oh, I want another one of these. You know what? That's going to be easier to clean up than I thought it would be. So, that's okay. That's not too bad. All we need to do is boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I want to go boom, boom. Let's spend the night together. And now until forever. I love the Bengal Boys. What am I talking about? Honestly, I haven't kept up with Sprocket's development as I wished. Are wheels still props hiding, or are they effectively tracks? They are. There's an invisible track segment option that you can enable in your settings now, and that is how I have done this. I know a lot of people still don't strictly know that one, but it is quite easy. I cannot remember off the top of my head, after saying it's easy, where it is, but I'm sure somebody else can get a link to the dev post where it was shown how to do it, and that will bring you much joy, I'm sure. Terror is gonna kill me, but it's slightly better than what the game generated. At least it's symmetrical. it's mildly better. Copyright strength. Make a tutorial. What's a tutorial? Video tutorial. Right. That is turret space. Make it high poly. I should probably add a bit there as well. Can I just... It's okay. It's okay. We can just smooth it. That concerns me. Just merging those pieces, and they don't fully merge. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, something funky is going on back there, and we're going to blissfully ignore it, is what I'm going to do. And yeah. Shh. I never came back to the front. I was going to do a thing. Right, we want a... There. Let us... do that again. Has that... I pressed H. I think it's done something. Maybe? Maybe not? It's me? My gran? We'll go with that. That'll do. I forgot to make the engine big. It's up. Shush! Shush about the engine. It's fine. Fine. We can come back to the engine. Crumbs. Because we're about to put a big metal hatch over the engine. And I think if we do this, what we can have is basically a part that hinges centrally. And there, that'll be about right. And then all we need to do is shrink that a bit so that it could fit in there. And then obviously we can rotate the actual piece and it will go like so, like an intake of some variety. And that will be pretty much all I need to do. But what I'll probably do to make everyone's life worse who's caring about splitting for some reason, we will do this and have a little mounting thing. And I think what could look pretty cool as well is if I do that, because that's a bit different. It's a bit different. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. And I'm going to be a little bit goblin here. And we're going to go super fine grain. Get all those corners on sideways mode so that I can actually see what I'm doing. And just try and do that. Weld there. And a second one. And we can kind of do... It looks awful. That looks bad. Okay, we need some. We need. We need some work. We're going desperation here. I don't know what you mean by protruding triangle radiator cover. I cannot lie. I would like to know what you mean. But I do not. I'm sorry. Thank you for that, Sprocket. That is exactly what I wanted, of course. Right. Turn on that mirror. Why are you not mirroring? Please mirror. Thank you. Just makes my life a bit easier. Turn that up. Let's just put some bits into place. You down, you down, you down. Don't want it to be circle, just a bit of a bumper. Let's do... Wow, my throat is not playing ball right now. But that's okay. I don't need to be able to speak. I can indeed see that pow. Hello. Howdy doodly. Coffee is not the answer. Coffee is why my voice is gone. Coffee is love. Coffee is life. As a great man once said, I can't live without my coffee. I would die without my coffee. Right, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's rubbish. That's rubbish. What we're going to do is I'm going to steal directly from the Lanchester again, and we're going to get rid of all of this because this is rubbish. Get rid of it. Gone. This needs to be further up, so we're going to go sort of in line with that, and then it really doesn't fancy playing ball. We're just going to do this the manual way then. I learn a new way, it stops working. And this way will continue to work, and we are fine. You are the y-axis. You're also the y-axis. Where's this face gone? Oh, it's because there's a stupid goodness. Flip those. You're also backwards. Are you going to flip the other side? No. Okay. Check my Discord general chat. What's wrong? Try that. I'm bearing it in mind. Your latest super heavy tank video inspired me to build my own. Now I've got a 178-ton tank with a naval gun. Help. No help will be forthcoming. That's good. That's a good thing. More heavy tanks is always good. I was put off building a heavy tank for a long time because people could build much cooler heavy tanks than me. If I can inspire more cool heavy tanks, then that is only to be a good thing. Right. Just steal from the Lanchester. Steal from the Lanchester. Bit more downwards, I think. Kind of there. And then feel like I've overdone how far up I've put that. Just a little bit further down. Maybe that's okay. In a bit, Coulson. Why don't you stream Fly Out or Sprocket more often? This is why, Terra. You are why. That's a joke, by the way. Let me just clarify. Also, just saying, outing yourself as never downloading my designs, because you would know how my geometry is if you downloaded them. So, actually, I don't know. I don't know what point that's trying to prove. This is too big. Shrink that down a bit. I think that's still a bit too big. Oh, I knew there'd be at least one 6-7 reference in this chat. I knew there would. You young'uns. With your inexplicable memes. What are we doing? We're putting on a bit. We're putting on a piece. We're putting on a thing. A bit, a piece, or a thing is one of these, and it does, you know? It does things. And now we put these here. What am I doing? Right. Get in the game. There we go. That is what I was intending to do. Duplicate. Control A. No. Please. Please. Deselect. Why are you not deselecting? Okay. For goodness sakes! That'll do. That'll do. That'll do, pig. Rotate that. There we go. This is based on the Lanchester. So, British, and therefore, in answer to your question, almost definitely. I think these are a little bit too far out. There we go. Bring that back. This side. Okay, what we can do is we can do some like blitz style, not World of Tanks blitz, but like, you know, the war blitz covers for these quite easily, I think, by doing this, and then that'll do. That'll do, he says, after being bullied all stream for his geometry quality. If I do that, I have some regrets that I think I can fix by doing that. Then something like that. This is terrible geometry. Oh god, no, what are you doing? Why have you done that? No! Stop it. Behave. What is the armament? It's probably going to be a 40 to a 47mm kind of thing. But in theory, it could be quite a lot of things because of the nature of it. It is quite versatile. So that's nice. Wow, I'm really glad I'm not doing a voiceover today, because I don't know if I would be able to do it. Just very, very the way that I am, you know? Thank you, Terra. Goodness me. My gratitude somewhat is somewhat exists, even if you've been very rude today. And you've made me cry. Joking, obviously. We're all good. Don't worry. We need patch to gift some during streams. What, gift subs to my own channel? Is that normal? Do people do that? Is that something that I've just missed? I mean, I could, I guess. I didn't think that was a thing that people did. Oh yeah, look at this. This can make Terra cry. It's gonna Oh yeah, that's good. That's good geometry right there. Perfect. Yeah, that is is horrible, but you know what? You know what? Who cares? It is a simple, mere greeble. It needs not be the most detailed thing in the world. I have decided. Can I make a tank with the most angled armor? I did do an S tank in the past. I think that's pretty much as angled as you can get. That was a while ago, though, to be fair. So yes, I guess is the answer. I definitely could. Definitely could do that. Oh, come on. Yeah, but I mean, it's just some generic stowage thing. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be crazy thought about. Will I make something like a TKS tanker? I've also done that before, to be fair. My grandpa would really like this armored tractor to protect chickens. I mean, if you fitted it with a night vision set of goggles, then yeah, you'd do well. That would definitely work. You could, yeah. That's one of the options that you have available to you. You have free will, and that is something you could do. Except I'm not free, even though I am will. I am not free. I'm busy. I'm currently busy because I'm playing Sprocket, Tank Design, a game designed by Hamish Dunn, the independent game developer. Has that changed, like, this update? Is it no longer the default to, like, snap by angle? Does it now smooth rotate by default? Because that is something I keep doing, and I swear that's, like, different. Or am I just going crazy and it's been like that for a while? Because it could be either, to be entirely honest. It really could be either. Those are Chi. Turret. I did kind of have a turret in mind, but I can't find. That kind of a vibe. Maybe we just go for it and see what happens. Because that's never gone wrong before. And it's never caused Terra any anguish before. Undo. That is roughly central. There we go. I guess we'll just make the basket that depth. I'm going to need some water. Hang on. Sorry about that. I will add. I've seen your request for mirrors. It is on my list of things to do. Do not fear. However, it's not immediately on my list of priorities. Right. Let's do that. Get rid of that. Bring this turret rotation mechanism in. Whew. There we go. Turret of at least a very, very basic design. That is good. And kind of now, in order to avoid this being a really, really sharp... Has that gone the other way around? I think that absolutely has gone the other way around. Why can I not select... Why can I not select circle anymore? Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Let's play ball here, game. Don't make me look a fool. I know it's difficult to not make me look a fool, but let's try. Do a little bit of this action and a little bit of this action. Oh, default snapping's right there. Oh, that's nice now. I see. Okay, there is the roof bit kind of shaped out. Then there would be... Yeah, that's going to happen, isn't it? I think there's no easy way to do that. What I want to do... Let's do a bit of roof action, I guess. And kind of curve upwards, kind of sliding further backwards, like so. Kind of want to bring that way a little bit. Put terror on the front as a ram. Jesus. It's not that deep, guys. It's not that deep. Turret like the French World War I tank. Touche. So it would seem. I just think they're neat. What can I say? And that will have a little... I do think it's maybe a little on the large side, possibly. I don't know. Spinny cupola. That would be fun, but we can't really do it in Sprocket. So, possibly not, unfortunately. This door on the back. Do you have any suggestions on how you could defraud me? Oh, what if you donated like 20 more gift subs? That would defraud me. Absolutely would. Absolutely would defraud me. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself if that happened, you know? Really on my sellout arc today, I guess. In a bit, Max Storm. Fairly well. This needs to be able to fly. It's already up to 10 tons. Where do you expect it to get the lift to fly? What? Oh, Jesus, Terra. I guess I could have seen that coming. Okay. Well, thank you. Goodness. I thought I was safe. You said you weren't going to do any more, so I thought I could joke about it. Darn it. Now I feel bad. Now I feel bad. Don't know why. I don't know why I feel bad. You've been at my throat all stream, bullying me, and it's your free will that you're choosing to do this with. And yet, you've managed to make me feel guilty. Congratulations. Oh. I don't know why I turned into a Minecraft illager there. Urgh. And some kind of door. Yeah, you know, I probably should be using global space movement for this. That would really, really quite help. When is the official Minecraft server coming? I don't know. When you agree to moderate it, because that is a lot of moderation work, because I know what it is about Minecraft, but that game has a tendency to bring the worst out of people. There's a hole in the roof. Swift! I'm gonna fill the hole in. I'm gonna fill the hole in. Oh, it's not finished. It's not finished. It's not done. There's gonna be something there. It's not just gonna be a hole. I promise. Oh, I promise. This is a weird bit. Sorry, guys. This Right, get rid of these sides because they are stupid and dumb, like me. And that's why we should get rid of them, because stupid and dumb people like me should be got rid of. Oh, that sounds really bad. What are your statements on the furry allegations? So if we now go for a... We'll go for an extrude. An X-strudel. There used to be a strudel. You, sir. No. You know what? Sure. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just go along with that. What did I get cancelled for in Pride Month? What the... What? What have I done? You return on your main YouTube account. Welcome back, main YouTube account. Do I have just a handle that I can use? I can't be bothered to make a handle. That's not a handle. That's also not a handle. That's not a handle. That's also not a handle. That's not a handle. I don't think any of these are handles. Oh yes, that was a classic. I did get cancelled, didn't I? Forgot about that. Maybe wiped it from my memory is a better way of phrasing that. Yeah, a bunch of people unsubscribed. Yes, indeed they did. What a classic Patch Bits moment. Losing subscribers. This happens frequently. Especially of late. These are too bulky at the moment. They're not right. They're not right. These need to be more... You know what I mean? They need to be more. And I will be the one to make them more. That'll do. Am I also an engineer? No. Angle it's... You want me to facet this so that it's got a low radar profile? I don't know if that's exactly gonna work. Oh, look at that. Look at those. I made splits. Tara's gonna love that. You know what? I could go back and I could clean that. I could. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. What the hell is going on with that? Huh? Why did part positioning go? Yes, dancing. Dancing. Walking. Rearranging handles. Babs is shopping. Where's the gaps in the armor from poor welding? It's French, this turret, not Russian. The French welding was better than that. I can't really, you know what? I can't really make comment on how French welding was. I know their ship making industry was not great, but you know, whose was really? They open and stuff. I shouldn't make this change, but I want to. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I also think, to be fair, like, I want to do that just a little bit. I'm proud of you. You're proud of me? You've got a hole in your roof. 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 You've got a hole in your left wing. Oh no! Oh no, I've got a hole in my roof. Oh, that's not right. And just to spite you, I'm going back to the mirror. I'm going back to the mirrors. Just so that I don't fix the hole in the roof for a little bit longer. Take that. Hey, you, no one understood. We were holding back the flood. They say we'd never dance again. The joke is that's a band called Take That. Also a song I've not heard in half my life, probably. Not quite half my life. I don't think it was made half my life ago. Maybe it was. I don't know what year that song came out. I'm not much of a Take That-ite. Is that what they're called? Whoa! Hello. I'm doing well today. Thank you. Are you doing well? Hopefully you're doing well. That would be nice. Hopefully you're more pleasant to me than Terra has been. Sorry, I don't really know why this is happening. This whole back and forth today. I think we all need to take a chill pill. Is what we need. Tylenol. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. There you go. It's a mirror. There's a mirror in it. That'll do. I think if I make this side 5mm, and then it's... There we go. Get a hole in your left wing. Crazy. I offered me a McDonald's cheeseburger. I do like McDonald's cheeseburger. Yes. McDonald's cheeseburger. What am I talking about? I'm I don't know. Is the secret? Do we still have those like wooden planks? We do. Can I just... How mad are people going to be if I use a part? You're using a part? Ugh. Yes. And I'm tired of pretending I'm not. How many did I clone in there? Oh dear. More than one. Okay, not that many. We're okay. A little bit further apart than that. And then one last wood. And it will just nicely slot into the middle there. And we can just scale it up a bit. And then scale it down a bit. Is it impaling Jacob? Absolutely it is. What kind of a question is that? We've got some wood in there. They are just a bit. Why is it not mirroring these? It's not that it's a particularly bad thing, but just surprised. Do you have a tip for when I tend to build small? I will sometimes scale up small things just to get an idea of how they're gonna be if they were detailed, and then like bring them back down to size once I'm done doing bits of detailing. That tends to be how I handle that, just because that way you can... What are you doing, mate? That way you can just get a little bit more fine control of where you're putting everything on the tank, or in this case the armored car. Hope I can read fast find next. Oh no! Oh, you're so right. You're so right. How am I going to be able to do that? Should I do it? Should I do it on stream? Here we go. My mouse has just died. Nope. My computer just froze for a second. Are we good? I think my computer just froze. Hopefully that's not killed the stream. Okay. One shot. One single shot at getting all of the super supporters. And as always, a huge thank you to Demonica, Sith Rage 09, to Tyler 25 million, Josh Street, Swift the Fox, Sherman 7711, Clickbait, Cedra Novastar, Alexandra Morano, Zach. Oh god, it's doing the bug where it scrolls up to the. I failed. Okay, and there is the there is my attempt at there's my attempt at doing the outro. That's going to be fun once I actually have to do that. Oh, it's almost never first time, I can't lie. Yeah, that didn't go well. Oh well. Where are we? Let us put a cupola in this turret. We need one of these, one of these, one of them, one of those, one of these. Well, hey, look at the speed. With a little rusties and a hell of a lot of luck, you too can look like me. Ka-chow. That noise sounds a bit like when a fish in the game Insane Aquarium eats some fish food. Am I losing it slightly? Yes. Are you surprised with all I've been through today? Answer me that, I think, is an important point to make here. Would you blame me? Actually, you know what? I know you guys. You definitely blame me. Said he who has least money has most to sell. He said you don't know what it's like. I should probably not turn this into a karaoke stream. Sorry. Because I don't have a good singing voice. Why is that all the way... What? You what? Alright. Don't know what that was about. That is a cupola of some variety. When does the official GoFundMe start for a fursuit? That sounds like a you problem to set up. What happened to the hole in my roof? I patched it! Let's get on with building the cupola. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's probably just easier to deselect this part, to be honest, than to deal with all of the faff of these bits. If I go shrinky shrink that dimension, growy grow that dimension, clip them into the bottom. Can I maybe invert or just... Yeah, that'll do. Can you ask why I'm doing? You can ask. I'm not going to give you an answer because I don't have one. It's because I suck. All right, I suck. I suck at the game. I'm terrible. 10 more PLNs, whatever those are. Something Polish, I think. Thank you very much. 4-barreled autocannon thingy. It's probably going to be a sensible gun, and then I stop recording, and then we do some silly things to it, because that's typically how these go. We've got plenty of time still. We've got plenty of time. I don't hate that. That's actually a good setup now that I have the end result. Yes! I've been complimented! I'm gonna close the blinds on my window. I realise that my neighbours might think I'm insane, which wouldn't necessarily be wrong. Did I say sane rather than insane? I meant insane, if I did. Right. Mantlet. I think... How many hours of playtime do I have in Sprocket? Less than you'd expect. 342 hours. I think what we'll do is bring this here and get rid of that piece. I think just get rid of it entirely. It is surprisingly low, isn't it? It is surprisingly low. Everyone's always shocked by how few hours I have in Sprocket. It's because I'm a terrible YouTuber, and I never do YouTube. I instead do my real-life actual job instead. And that kind of takes priority normally. Which it shouldn't, because at the moment... I'll be careful with my words, but at the moment, it's stressing me out, and I should do this more, because this doesn't stress me out. Terra does, though. There's a hole in the front of the turret. Swift, I know you're playing D&D right now. I distinctly hope that the DM casts 500 fireballs in your approximate direction. Sorry, hang on. I know they can hear you if I speak loudly. I hope your DM casts 500 fireballs in your general direction. And I'm hoping that one came through. He's arguing with his brother right now. Oh, all right. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't think... See, the problem is, that kind of works. It's gonna have... What is your statement regarding the people seeing you seemed less happy in your videos comparison to when you were unemployed? No comment. I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say I was less happy now that... I wouldn't say I'm less happy now that I'm unemployed. No, now that I'm employed. I would say financial security brings joy in its own right. However, not being quite as tired probably helps me sound a little bit more like I'm having fun. I think just 35mm of armor all round is pretty fine for this. It's not really gonna survive much. How's the cat? Good question. Asleep somewhere, I think. Not here, basically. Let's get a gun into this, and obviously we're gonna need a mantlet. Do I want to put an actual mantlet hidden in the back so that we have some armor? Or do I just go for it? I think we'll just go for it with a custom and suck it up. I might be able to put some armor on the actual gun. I can't lie. Part of sounding less happy might be just motivation. It's difficult to motivate myself sometimes for these videos, and that's why I'm kind of doing a stream right now, is just like, man, I didn't know what to do. It was just a bit sad, and so here we are. It is what it is. Can I put a cat pic on the screen? I would. The problem is, can't you just do Control S to save? You can, yes. The problem is, if I put a cat pic on stream, I'm then going to have to edit that out of the video, because I am recording as I stream for a video that will hopefully go up this weekend. We'll see how that winds up working out, but what is that? Anything? I think if I'm gonna do that, this needs to be even tighter around there. Not quite that tight. And then like that kind of pop style. Just be like you and skip uploading for 4 months. Look, I've pretty much done that. I have not uploaded hugely frequently lately. I can't lie. Can I thought I could like view the cannon at a given angle, but maybe not. Everyone wants to see the cat. I don't even think I have a picture of the cat on here. Right, you have to promise to be responsible with that. You have to promise to be responsible with the link I just put in chat. I know you guys don't know what responsible is, but that might be the most scathing insult so far. It is a good cat. I do own a good cat. It's a high quality feline. You now understand why we put up with her. I don't. Every darn morning makes my life a living hell. No, she's great. Good cat. Good cat. What qualifications does the cat have? Being a douche. Being an utter douche canoe. That is the cat's finest qualification. And only qualification. Knowing at where on my body to place claws to do the most damage, I think is probably another one of her great qualifications. We're gonna do a little bit of canon stuff. Thanks for tuning in for the musical number. That was it. It's a work in progress. I haven't got all the lyrics there just yet, but I think it will prove a very popular segment in the videos. Is that song, and I can work in some serious. I'm kidding. Please don't take me seriously. I wouldn't put you through that. Canon with a bit. Opera stream. My cat threw up 3 times this morning. Is your cat okay? That's concerning. I do want to ask, why is there an entire website for my cat's pictures? Do I need a reason? No, like, you know, why not? Has this not been a great experience for everyone involved? Also, when I saw Opera stream when, totally thought of the browser. 100% thought of the browser. But there you go. Right. Now, traditionally, these are one-man turrets. Just one single Jacob in there. And look at that. Look at that. That's perfect. It's exactly one person tall. Isn't that just spectacular? And that will just about thwack him in the chest every single time it fires. When do I accept the Chinese AI sponsorship money? Yesterday. This stream is sponsored by... hang on, let me just go to my email. Sherova 2-in-1 HDMI and USB-C Type-C transmitter. There you go. You got an email that you got a membership. Yeah, Tara did that thing again. Don't worry about it. Oakley Dokley. Fee-fi-fo. Focally. I'm just going to add another guy there. What's your role? You are there. You are another man. We're going to do gunner, traverse, and laying drive. We're missing a gunner site. Yes, we are. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be a bit cheeky, and I think I can just kind of wangle it in there. It's kind of obvious it's there, but I think I can just... I think if I clip it in, if I move it to the side so that these other bits aren't in the way, that might be okay. Now I'm thinking, just to avoid trouble, can I... Oops. Is that slightly clipped in? Yeah, it's slightly clipped in. In theory, we should be able to see out of the missing gunner site. Mate, it's right there. I need to link them. Like so. There we go. That should work now. Okay. And we can see out. Look at that top speed. Oh, yeah. Left leg missing gunner sight. Don't you know? That's where the gunner sight goes. I think what we need to do here is we need to make the suspension arms so those are a bit too... We're a bit too low at the moment. So if I go height... this idler wheel, which has been cosplaying as a rim this whole time, can just chill And we need to make the damper a bit higher, but the torsion bars need to be shorter and smaller, I think. It's very stiff. Very stiff suspension. Does that not adjust the stiffness? Am I stupid? Please don't answer that. Fix engine and lack of roof hole. No. Let's do this. We're gonna bring these up, and we're gonna bring that up. I think I also want that to be slightly bigger. I think these boxes should be more of a thing. Make them more prominent. And then scale those up as well to go with it. That's looking a little bit better. Show my settings for the suspension. There you go. Is it because the arm angle's too high? Take the damper off entirely. When's Terra going to gift more memberships? Probably not today, if I had to guess. I should fix the engine. I'm going to go to a website made by Carlson. Sprocket. Tools.github.io. Crazy. We have 11 tons of weight, 0.8 cylinders. We have 6 cylinders. We have a... Let's get... That'll... You know what? One reverse gear is probably fine in this thing, to be honest. The Coulson glazing. Shh. 0.5. Sorry, I got very distracted there. Best top speed, probably. Top speed is 18.9 kilometers an hour. Maybe we make the engine a bit bigger. Right. There we go. We'll do 1.3. 25.8. Feel like we can get better than that, but we'll go with it for now. How did I get the wheels? There is a blog, like a Steam update thing somewhere in the past where you can basically go into your files and you can enable the invisible track segments, which allows you to do these kind of janky wheels. Okay. It still doesn't feel right, does it? I feel like it needs to be, like, actually quick. So we're just going to go a bit stupid now with the engine. Frankly. You know what? We're going to go early war as well. Oh dear, that's not right. There's so many messages coming in right now. Sorry, everyone. I'm copy and pasting a bunch of numbers, so I can't read right now. We're gonna swap to early war for the sake of my sanity, I think, and that's okay. We need to go into here, get my up shift and down shift. I'm also going to bring this idle up a little bit, I think. Right. The suspension is still incredibly stiff. But I mean, I think arm length would actually help with that because you get more travel. So we'll try that. I mean, that's a bit better. Oh, no! Whoops. Can I thought you could flip. You can. I can get away with this. It's a little bit of clipping, but I don't think it's too offensive. I am aware of the clips where I've said OO. There's more than one. I just said it again. It just looks top heavy. You should add a hole. What? You guys, honestly, you take something and you latch onto it. For goodness sakes. I think what we need to do is, as a party, as a group, we need to go, this is too much armor. It needs to be lighter. We're going to go to 20 millimeters on the turret. That's brought us down below 10 tons. We're going to make this 10 millimeters thick. That's even lighter. Very, very lightweight now. Where's your four-barreledness? I don't even know how we do four-barreled with this turret now that I've put it on, to be fair. But we can try something. When do I get better at sprocket? Oh. Bro. Savage. Absolutely savage. I do need to recalculate my gears. And you know what? I'd closed it. I'd closed my damn sprocket tools. It reckons I can go even quicker. Which makes sense. It's lighter now. This is gonna do really badly in the missions, I think. It's really gonna struggle. Whoa! 1337! Ooh, leet! Did they add anything in the last update? Just little bits. It was just like tweaking. You'll notice some little changes like the crew posture rework, but for the most part, if you could do it before, you can do it now. It's not too bad. Yeah, there we go. That was the wide trench, and we got over with only a little bit of head trauma. Can I add ERA? No. Frankly, I've run out of fuel. I didn't put any fuel. I didn't put any fuel in the damn thing. Oh, and then I'm going to have to recalculate it. I'm going to have to recalculate the gears. Or perhaps I won't bother. Tee Tee. Oh. Why's your foot clipping into here, you fool? Raise it up. Raise it. Were you born in a barn? Sit like that. That's more comfortable. Oh, walk it off. You'll be fine. Okay. Ammunition. Frankly, look, I know it's not safe to put the ammo in the turret, but we ain't surviving any shots. It's not going to end well if we get shot. So we may as well just put the ammo in the turret and make the reload quick. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like there's at a certain point there's no reason to bother trying to survive a shot, and instead just go full offense. You remember when I made that tank with a 1mm cannon that could pen 400mm of armor, and like the game lagged because of how many shells it had? That was a good day. That was a good day. Oh, I didn't put any vents on it, so it doesn't like burn when you shoot it. That's a big shame. Hang on, let me do that. I want it to burn. Now that should burn when it's shot. That's good. That's good. You guys are also right. This should have a 37mm gun rather than a 40. Sorry, is it the what did the French use? What have we got? 37mm gun. Is this World War I? It's more interwar. It's more interwar. 46 is pretty reasonable, actually, in terms of penetration. That's not that bad. I mean, it ain't gonna survive anything. It really is. Really is a glass cannon. I don't even know if it's a cannon. Okay. There's improvements that could definitely be made. That's for sure. I'm not calling it flawless. However, as a whole, I am relatively happy with that. Let's grime it up and let's just make it a little bit neater. There we go. Oh, that does paint the wood. Oh well, that's not the end of the world. You have very annoyingly gone that color. Let me flip that face so that I just kind of want it to prove as a bit of armor while kind of hiding the fact that the turret is just open fronted. Do you need to flip the transmission to have 1 forward gear and 6 reverse gears? It is French. You're so right. You're so right, Carlson. What should we name it? What should we name it? AMR 32 is shockingly level-headed for you guys. PAC. Make the back more wide. I like PHC because that's PAC because that's kind of fun. And then should we go for like a rough year? I don't know, like 1928 kind of vibe. 1928? Is that a good year? What does pourtant mean? What is that word? I'm not just putting a random French word in here. It just means pourtant according to Google Translate. Complainant in Romanian. 32. Okay, we can do 32. I like that. Has to be a longer 37. It'll be... Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, we'll go 32. Did I? Ah. Yeah, means fart. All right. Shall we make the suspension softer? I've tried. I really have tried. I mean, maybe if I make these smaller again. Dunno. Even smaller? That should weaken the or soften it. Now it's stanced. I've stanced the PAC. What we'll do, we'll raise the height a bit when it's not loaded, and that should make up for that. Now suddenly it feels way stiffer. Family friendly. Family friendly stream. Alright. 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 Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna stop the recording part of this now. That file is gonna be absolutely massive. Should we have a look? 69 gigabytes. Nice. Okay, we get 4 of these things. Here we go. Immediately, we need to kill this guy on our left. Go away. Oh, dear. Well, that's a bad start. What? Whoa. Whoa. What is going on? What? What's happening? Oh, my God. Ah! Ah! Run! Flee! Go! You've got the right idea. You've got the right idea. Victory! Oh, dear. Escape. Escape. Wow, it really is French. Die, fiend. Wait, why am I not reloading? I did. I just needed to swap some rolls around. I thought, why are you swapping rolls? You should be able to do all of those things without swapping rolls. Right? Right? Yeah. I know what that was about. I don't know what that was about. Right. Come on. 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 Oi. Ah. Oh. Ah. This is a really embarrassing fight. Oi. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. I think that got him. No, it didn't. No. Okay. Ow! Stop shooting me. Okay. We win. Oh god, I'm getting shot up the butt. Oh, you know what? He will have swapped a crew member in. That's how he got his gun back. Okay. Okay. Oh no. He's back again. It's the light tractor that will never die. No. Oh. I do sympathise with people thinking that the turret is a bit bland. It is a bit bland. It is a bit bland. Indeed. See, that just looks bad. Put a dent in the dirt. Bonk. Bonk. There you go. Dented. Fair, that's not actually awful. It's kind of joking, but it's not the worst thing ever. If we add some more nodes here and there, we might actually be able to get away with that. as a not terrible idea. Oh, that's only done it on one side. Ooh, that is horrible. I would be happy to admit that that's awful, Terra. Just for a little bit of deviation, you know? Make it a little bit less refined. Also, what I can do is, if we make a quick rivet, we can go bish. There we go. Doesn't need to be too detailed because these are going to be really small, I think. So we'll just do one level of circling. Select all, invert, shrink it down, smooth it out. We'll make another circle in there, and then we'll just fill that in, and then make it like as small as it can be. Point normal, and shrink that way down. Oops, that can't be selected anymore. That is something. I do feel kind of bad about scaring some viewers away with French jokes. I can't lie. That's why I've stopped making them. Deep down, us Brits and the French share a lot in common. We've both done a lot of terrible things, and no one really likes us. And for that reason, they're an endearing lot. That's also, to be fair, a joke. You cannot bundle an entire population of people down to a stereotype like that. It is simply unfair. That said, you can do it with the English, because I'm English, so I can say that. Bottle of water, and so on. I never did put a little hatch on this door, did I? Never did. And I think what we might want as well is some kind of... If we do... How do you copy without going off the move tool? How do you mean? Hold Alt, I'm assuming, is what that answer would be. Hold Alt, and then when you drag, it'll duplicate an item that you have selected. I think this is just going to help separate the cab and this kind of rear armoured selection. This looks like a milk truck with a gun strapped onto it. Thank you. That's exactly what it is. Can I please scream? I don't know if that's a great idea. Maybe these kind of band looking things. Please please just rotate where I want you. I think they help a bit. And then we can do some more rivets up the bottom of this window. Greeble this up. Gives you Russian vibes. That's fair. They've done a lot of these kind of style of armoured cars, so I can definitely see where you're getting that from. That said, I've kind of done some kind of French vibe by basing it off an English truck, which I don't really know how I've managed to do. But there you go. I did forget the hatch on the side door. I absolutely did. That's something I can do now. It's not going to take too long. I can just do a simple one. We go central, put that there. Drag this down. We're not going to go too fancy with this. Just kind of need to do the bare minimum, which is what I forgot to do before. Flip that around. Shrink that down. Get rid of some nonsense. What is going on? You need to go. There we go. That's how I wanted that. Shrink. Make that. Then what we're going to do, this is going to be absolutely awful for the geometry, but we are just kind of rushing at this point. Russian? Da 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 da. We'll do that for our little hatch, and then that is too high. That little window is what that is, because he needs to be able to see that mirror at least somewhat. There we go. What is going on in chat? Please do not get too chaotic. Mark is in chat, and he will smite you with the force of 1,000 suns if you become too much of a goblin. That is a direct quote that you can take from me. Mark will smite you if you are a goblin. That will have to do as a mount for the lights. I think that makes it look a little bit more supported. Oh, God. I mean, he's using a part. He's using a part. Kill him. Lizard. Rivet. Hell yeah. We can have a rivet button. What we need is the like Twitch point redemption. You can just redeem a sound effect playing in my ear that just says rivet. That involved being on Twitch though. Farewell, Coulson, again. Okay. Truck. It didn't do very well here. Shall we head over to June's? And can we just throw on some kind of a desert camo? That is a bit too bright. Let's go kind of like that. Let's bring up the metallic and the roughness. There may be some desync between the two of these now, but oh well. And we will just... I think that is pretty good. Oh, look at all these guys. I mean, we're going to get absolutely massacred, I'm pretty confident. But, you know, here we are. Get done. Come on, Alan. Down you go, buddy. Down you go. I'm getting little frame spikes when people shoot for some reason. Oh, dear. Oh, we actually survived one single shot there before we died, which is the first time that's ever happened. This gun is frankly pathetic. I can't lie. It's really, really not very good. There's one guy. There's two guys. I mean, they could start moving again because they can now crew swap. He's started moving, for instance. That should do a pretty good job. Let's try and burn that guy. And him. Come on. Die. Oh, they're so much more durable now. With the new crew swapping. Just cannot kill him. Cannot kill him. Hi, Alan. No, go away. Go away, my boy. We live. Ah, we don't live. Oh, there we go. That's all of it takes. What would a 47 even look like? Yeah, it's not even that much more penetration. I guess it's more damage post-penetration. Let's just throw a B on there. Now we've got a 47 mil. Oh, you're totally right. This doesn't have an exhaust anywhere. I mean, it's got this, which I was kind of imagining was the exhaust, but it doesn't actually have an exhaust to give off the particle effects, which you are totally right about. It should do. It should have that. There we go. This is a cool camera. I like that camera view. That's very neat. New and improved 47mm cannon. Oh, I live. I live. Oh, that didn't do a good hit. That's bad. It's because the cupola is above the gun. You sometimes just shoot the ground thinking you're going to hit them, and it's not the most ideal thing in the world. Oh, there goes everything. Come on. Okay, that was a good hit. Took out his driver. That was a good hit. Took out his driver. That was a poor hit. It didn't seem to do anything. These 47mm shots are not a huge amount better. I can't lie. It doesn't seem to be doing any more work. Can the Allen even be killed by this gun is the next question. I'm gonna say no based on current observations. He's now shooting me. Run away! What kind of damage does this even look like? None, really. None at all. They're okay, I think. I mean, there is a hole, but I think we just went between the engine. I don't know. Looks like we might be able to actually kill it. Oh. I don't know. I don't know how to get the different colored engines, to be honest. They just kind of do, for some reason, the AI. That is not something I have manually changed. Come on. Die, Monsoir Allen. Okay, right, if you're not going to die this way, you'll die this way. Charge! Charge! Charge the Allen! Charge him! We will remove you from this desert if we have to by hand. You will taste my blade, Alan. You are gone. You are gone. There we go. Come on, charge. Take him out. Yes. Continue the charge. Never cease. Never cease. Ceasing would be an extremely dangerous game. Come on! Come on! Yes. Oh no! Terrible, terrible shot. Terrible shot. Hi, are you even there? No, I think you might be dead. Who's left? Probably quite a few people. You're left. You're the Henneman of Nor. Ooh. You know what? You're coming to me. I'm gonna let you do that. Hi, bud. Boof. Uh-oh. Oh. F. F. That is a heartbreak and a half right there. Look at my door opening, guys. The door now does clip through the wooden planks, unfortunately. And obviously these hatches open as well. Look at these doors, ladies and gentlemen. Look at my doors. Look at my doors and my hatches. Doors and hatches, everyone. Doors and hatches. There you go. Okay. I don't know where I'd put a machine gun, to be honest, other than like replace one of these drivers things with a machine gun like bustle, but I don't know where I'd do it. The Yeah. Yeah. I mean, antenna we can do. I can just kind of mosey on out of there somewhere, or even just stick out up there. I don't know. Will that collide? Yes. Yeah. No, man. I genuinely, I do feel bad, but I am absolutely running out of energy here, so I think it's gonna have to be calling it quits now for the stream. Sorry everyone, I know we didn't get round to a lot, but this took a long time to build, and wow, that looks very different to what I thought it did in the when it's not in the desert. Let me just... There, that'll do. But yeah, sorry about that. But I am going to pass out. So apologies if you wanted to see something else that I haven't managed to get round to. But I might get a chance to do something else with it. Maybe we'll do something for the video. I don't know. We'll see. Sorry everyone, but that's going to be all. Fairly well.